What's up, my PSHL GMs? Welcome to the 2039 PSHL Draft Lottery Show. I hope you guys all had a good Christmas and going to have a happy New Year. Once again, I want to start out with thanking all you guys for another great season in the PSHL. I was going to look it up before we started here, but I think this is starting year 5. Is that correct? I know I have it written down somewhere. We're right about the anniversary time here. Going to my old league rules page. Let's see, I have it on there. PSHL started in November of 2019, so we're just past the 5-year anniversary of PSHL. So congratulations to all you guys who've been here for so long and your dedication to the league. I really appreciate you guys. We had a full league pretty much the whole season. It was a weird season. I mean, for me, being out of the playoffs for so long and with Christmas going on really the last month, a lot of my spare time has been shopping online and all that stuff. So it seemed like the league's been kind of distant, even though we just wrapped it up like a week ago. So not even a week ago, I guess. I guess it was, I think, Monday of this week. So again, congratulations to James finally winning that Schaefer Cup. We have big things planned for the future here. With the holidays passing by, things are going to kind of slow down still. We still have another week before the draft takes place next weekend. And then we'll hit free agency. And then just keep on your radar too. This is also the year that we're going to be going to expansion after this upcoming season. So keep that in mind. The plan is to expand to 2 leagues, or to 2 teams, to make a 40, or I guess it would be 36 team league. Don't get ahead of myself there. Which would make even divisions. So keep that in mind moving forward. So trades that are going to be made, you got to make sure that you're trading for someone. If they're under contract for next year, you're going to have to keep them in your protection list. And the plan was to kind of make the website page be interactive for the protection lists and stuff. It doesn't look like I'm going to have time to do that, so we'll probably go back to the spreadsheet format we used this past expansion. So I'll be looking to get that going. I'm almost wrapped up the 2040 draft class editing, which is supposed to be a strong, deep draft, so keep that in mind as well. With this 2039 draft happening, a lot of picks are moved for next year picks. Keep that in mind that it is supposed to be a deep draft next year. So we'll see how it pans out. The plan was to have it a strong, deep draft. We'll see how the players develop over the next year. So I have, I don't know, 60 players probably left to edit. Once I'm done with that, I'll be working on the spreadsheets for the expansion protection lists. Alright, so let me pull up the draft lottery spreadsheet that I have. It's no longer accessible to anybody. I have it as a cheat sheet for me to show the rankings. Right now, Quebec is holding the best odds for the number 1 and number 2 slots. So that's interesting. Moving into the draft lottery. They have the top 2 best odds of getting that number 1 pick. So we'll see how things pan out here on the draft lottery show. I'm going to now pull up the one that you guys are all waiting for, the PSHL salary cap for the 2039 season. So as you see the wording here on the screen, this is official. Please randomly select a result from the following selections, all weighted equally to determine the new official PSHL salary cap for the 2039-40 season, which is currently at $92.5 million. And the options are 0 increase, $1 million increase, $2 million increase, $3 million increase, $4 million increase, then back to 0. Then you get to the decreases of 1 million, 2 million, 1.5, and 1.5 million. We've ran this. I think this is the 3rd time we ran it. So the 2 previous times we went up. I think we went up 1.5 and 1 the last 2 seasons. So we'll see how this thing pans out. It seems like we're due to go down. I know I said in the chat, hopefully it goes down. It's not going to really affect my team because they're so low in salary cap, but it is going to affect some of those topper echelon teams that are strapped for the cap. Give them a little bit of wiggle room moving forward for next season, or possibly with the potential to decrease they'll have to kind of strategize a little bit differently going into the off season. So let's go ahead and run this and see where we're at for next season's salary cap. We have a $2 million increase, so there's our biggest increase. $2 million going to $94.5 million. So all you guys are strapped for money. Merry Christmas to you guys. $2 million from your commissioner. So that's an interesting little tidbit there. That's going to kind of increase some activity leading up to the draft. So congratulations to everybody. You have an extra $2 million to spend. So now let's go ahead and work on the 2039 PSHL draft lottery. So as you see, the teams that are revealed are the teams that are out of the playoff or that made the playoffs. They are not involved in the draft lottery show. Just a reminder, this is to select the number 1 and number 2 picks overall. The rest fall back into place based on the reverse standings. And a team can only move up 10 slots. So if a team that is, say, in the 18th slot, which is right now Milwaukee Loggers, if they were to win this lottery, which is like a 1.5% chance, they would only move up 10 slots to 8th overall. And then the number 1 team, Quebec, would retain that first overall pick automatically then. So right now, let's, like I said, Loggers are the team slotted in 18th pick. So let's go ahead and reveal the 18th selection in the 2039 PSHL draft. It is the Loggers. The Loggers, no luck moving up those 10 slots. The Loggers will draft 18th overall. As you see also on the screen, they have quite a few first-round picks coming up. So looks like all of them so far are in the bottom half of the draft. So with those 3 picks, though, maybe they'll be looking to move up in the draft, package those picks up. With the 17th pick in the 2039 PSHL draft, this pick belongs to Colorado Avalanche. So the Avalanche were slotted in with that 17th pick. This is the pick that they got from the Tampa Bay Lightning. So the Avalanche will draft 17th. I hope they have another pick in the lottery too. I hope that's the, I guess there's no other choice. It has to be the 17th pick. So with the 16th pick in the 2039 PSHL draft, this pick belongs to Calgary Flames. So it looks like, unless my spreadsheet's wrong, we'll have to wait and see, because it's possible my spreadsheet could be off one, but the Maple Leafs were slotted in at 16, so we'll have to see how this plays out. It'd be very interesting if Toronto did win the lottery and move up 10 slots from that 16th selection. So again, my spreadsheet could be wrong. We'll see if they slot in here. I don't know. I don't have the standings open. Maybe they were tied in standings and I had it wrong on my website, on my spreadsheet. But as of right now, the Calgary Flames with the 16th pick in the 2039 PSHL draft. The 15th pick belongs to the Chicago Blackhawks. So the Blackhawks dropped from 14th to 15th. So it looks like Toronto did move up in the draft. So that makes things very interesting. That would be our biggest jump in PSHL history, a 16th seed winning the lottery. So moving into one of those, well, they would only move up 10 slots, but that does make things interesting here. So with the 14th pick, the Chicago Blackhawks, or the 15th pick, sorry, they move from 14 to 15. With the 14th pick in the 2039 PSHL draft, this pick belongs to the Philadelphia Flyers. So the Flyers, with the Toronto Maple Leafs moving up 10 slots, move from 13 to 14. With the 13th pick in the 2039 PSHL draft, this pick belongs to Pittsburgh Penguins. So the Penguins drop from 12 to 13. With the 12th pick in the 2039 PSHL draft, this pick belongs to Colorado Avalanche. So this is the Avalanche's own first round pick, dropping from 11th to 12th in the draft. With the 11th pick in the 2039 PSHL draft, this pick belongs to the Anaheim Ducks. So the Ducks, with their own first round pick, will move from 10th to 11th in the 2039 PSHL draft. with the 9th pick in the upcoming draft. This pick belongs to the Dallas Stars. So the Stars, who have the 9th best odds of grabbing one of those top 2 picks, drop down 1 slot to 10th overall. With the 9th pick in the 2039 draft, this pick belongs to the Buffalo Sabres. So the Sabres, who I was thinking would be in good shape at least with the top 8 pick, actually end up moving down 1 to 9. My Sabres draft 9th overall in 2039 PSHL draft. With the 8th pick in the 2039 PSHL draft, this pick belongs to Carolina Hurricanes. So the Hurricanes drop from 7 to 8. With the 7th pick in the 2039 PSHL draft, this pick belongs to Toronto Maple Leafs. So there's the Maple Leafs with their jump, moving all the way up to 7th in the 2039 PSHL draft. So they move up 10 slots to 7. We still have 6 teams vying for that top pick. Two of those teams are the Quebec Nordiques. So the Nordiques, who have the top 2 best odds to have one of those top 2 slots. With the Maple Leafs, I don't know. I have to kind of do the math here. I think that should guarantee the Nordiques in one of those top 2 slots. But I don't know for sure. I've never seen a team jump just 10 slots before. Usually when we have a team win the lottery, they slot in a 1 or 2. So don't want to jump my gun there, but I think the Nordiques may be looking good for this. Because obviously only one team is going to slot into one of those top 2 picks now. With the 6th pick overall in the 2039 PSHL draft, this pick belongs to Columbus Blue Jackets. So Blue Jackets, who had the 5th best odds of winning that top pick, moved down to 6th. With the 5th overall pick in the 2039 PSHL draft, this pick belongs to Seattle Kraken. So the Kraken moved from 4th to 5th in the 2039 PSHL draft. With the 4th pick in the 2039 PSHL draft, actually, I'm looking at the spreadsheet here. I don't want to burst anyone's bubble. It looks like Utah may have moved up. So Utah was slotted at 6, and I missed it. So maybe Utah has moved up into one of those top 2 picks as well. So congratulations to Utah. We'll see again. I don't know for sure if that just guarantees that they won the lottery and they slot in at 1. We'll have to see how that plays out. With the 4th pick overall in the 2039 PSHL draft, this pick belongs to Prince George. Prince George Sawblades dropped from 3 to 4 in the 2039 PSHL draft. So we have Utah left, who obviously slotted into one of those top 2 picks, and Quebec with 2 of their picks as well. So I'm guessing that Quebec would be 3 here, and with slot, I think Utah is going to be the top pick. So we'll see how this plays out. The 3rd pick belongs to Quebec. Again, I don't know which pick this is, if this is their own pick or if this is Nashville's pick. I assume it's Nashville's pick. So the Nordiques will pick 3rd overall in the 2039 PSHL draft. With the 2nd pick overall in the 2039 PSHL draft, this pick belongs to, well, you know what? I'm just going to hit show all because we don't want to have the suspense and then reveal number 2, make it kind of obvious for number 1. So let's go ahead and hit show all. And there it is. So Utah Hockey Club moves up from 6 to 1, winning the lottery, dropping Quebec down to 2 and 3. So congratulations to Utah, and congratulations to Toronto moving up 10 slots. So again, the draft is coming up this weekend, Saturday. We'll be doing rounds 1 through 4 Saturday. Probably a 2 p.m. Eastern start. So that's the plan. I have to work that day till noon. So I think 2 o'clock gives me time to get home and get everything set up for that. So be looking at that. Saturday for rounds 1 through 4. Sunday will be the list draft portions for rounds 5 through 7. Remember, if you cannot make the draft, go ahead and make sure you send in a draft list, and make sure you also message me so that I could put a note down that you'll be using a list. Um, and I won't be pinging you all the time. I'll just go directly to your list. So let me know what your plans are as far as being there at the draft, or what you want to. If you can't show up at all, hopefully you could create a small list. Again, I'll have to update everyone. I know that we did the activity point rewards different last season. We'll do the same thing again. So you just don't want to be autoed. So even if you just throw random players in your list, at least you have a list, especially for the second day. I would just make a ranking, and even if I know last time I didn't have a whole lot of players I wanted in the list draft portion, so I just started ranking players, so at least I didn't get autoed. So probably takes 5 minutes to do something like that. So looking forward to this weekend, and right after that we will move forward to the prospect signing period. And again, that prospect signing period is only one sim. We don't stop after 4 days anymore. So we'll have one sim. It'll probably take place the following Wednesday. And so that gives everybody from Sunday night to Wednesday to get those prospect signing offers in. And again, if you're looking to trade for someone, acquire the rights to a player that's a pending free agent, you basically only have that one sim to sign them. So it's a risk right now. So keep that in mind when you're acquiring players. So you don't have a whole lot of sims to try and sign that player. So making some plans for the next, that will be the weekend after the draft. We might take a couple days, a break. I know it's my anniversary. I think I'm going to go out of town. So and instead of taking the computer with me and simming on the anniversary, I don't know if that's a good idea. So I'm going to go and play it safe and probably take those Friday, Saturday off of simming. So, but if we're also at the beginning of free agency, it might not affect the sim schedule. So I'll have to look at that. So again, thank you for joining the draft preview show here, and good luck this season and this weekend.